Welcome to my channel. Be sure to smash that subscribe button so you be the first to know when we release a new episode every day. Today's scary story comes from a traveler. It was a stormy evening when James and Elena, a young couple on a road trip across the country, decided to stop for the night. They were tired, the rain was relentless, and the highway stretched endlessly with no sign of modern hotels. After miles of driving, they finally spotted a faded sign that read, "Evergreen Inn, vacancies available." The hotel looked like something out of another century. Its tall, narrow windows were dimly lit, and its wooden porch creaked under the rain. Despite its eerie charm, the couple decided it was better than sleeping in the car. Inside, the lobby was strangely quiet. An old grandfather clock ticked in the corner, and the wallpaper was peeling in places. The man at the front desk, pale, with sunken eyes, barely looked up when they checked in. His voice was flat when he said, "Room 6, 3rd floor. The elevator doesn't work, take the stairs." The moment they stepped into room 6, Elena shivered. The air was icy cold, though the heater was rattling loudly. The room was old-fashioned, with antique furniture, a cracked mirror above the dresser, and a faint smell of mildew mixed with something metallic. They were exhausted, so after some nervous laughter about the creepy vibes, they tried to sleep. But just past midnight, James was startled awake by the sound of footsteps pacing the hallway. Slow, heavy, back and forth. He thought maybe another guest had arrived late, but when he peeked out, the hall was completely empty. As he shut the door, he noticed something chilling. Wet footprints trailed across the hallway carpet, leading directly to their door, before stopping. Later that night, Elena sat up suddenly, gasping. She swore she heard someone whispering right next to her ear, though no one was there. The whisper was unintelligible, but it was urgent, almost desperate. When James turned on the lamp, they both froze. A figure stood in the corner of the room. It was the shape of a woman, her dress soaked as though she had just stepped out of the rain. Her hair hung in front of her face, and the stench of mold and damp earth filled the air. The lights flickered violently. Elena screamed, and as James rushed to grab her, the figure vanished, leaving the cracked mirror fogged as though someone had breathed against it. They didn't sleep the rest of the night. At sunrise, shaken and pale, they rushed downstairs to check out. The front desk clerk looked at them knowingly and asked, "You were in room 6, weren't you?" James, still trembling, demanded to know what was wrong with the room. The clerk hesitated before leaning closer, his voice dropping. "A woman died there decades ago. She was a traveler, like you, but she never checked out. People say she still wanders the halls, knocking on doors, looking for company. That's why we don't usually book that room anymore." The couple left without another word, abandoning their complimentary breakfast, their belongings barely stuffed into their suitcases. As they drove away, Elena glanced back at the hotel. From the 3rd floor window of room 6, she swore she saw a pale figure watching them leave. They never stayed in a roadside hotel again. Thanks for watching. If you liked this haunted hotel horror story, stay tuned for more terrifying tales. Also, be sure to share your own scary travel experiences below. Who knows, your story might just be featured in an upcoming episode. Until then, happy haunting and happy haunting.